Hello everyone, welcome to Power Line. I'm your host Skynight, and today I've got a fun deck for you. It's absolutely a fun deck for you. Um, I've featured this I think on the channel twice, way back when, but I haven't done a deck profile on it. At least not one that I can actually see on the channel or the history that I've done. So, I'm going to give you an updated deck profile on my Mythgard deck from Genesis. That's right. I can already see some people just losing their minds. Mythgards? What are Mythgards? They are robots. And we all know that Sky loves robots. So, without further ado, let me show you what I'm talking about. Starting from starter, then top down. So, my starter is Lady, and Lady is pretty cool. She has a couple abilities, and they're all sweet. She's a Forerunner, of course. And at GB1, for an act, you put her into the soul. At least I think it's a her. It might be a dude. Who knows? You choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets until the end of turn. Auto, once per turn. When a card not named Fetter of Leather Laying is put into the drop zone from your soul, I can call it. So pretty much when you soul blast something, the turn that gets put into the soul, you choose one of the cards that got soul blasted, and enter the battlefield. So that's pretty cool. You're making out stuff that you're using for a cost. Usually has a +1. So Lighting's pretty cool. So from there, my grade 3 units. I'm running 4 and 4. So you may have seen some of these cards. You might have seen this one more than you've seen this one. So this is the boss unit, Mythgard Prakyan. It is from EB12 and hasn't seen support since. Its main unit is a main ability is Limit Break 4, Soul Blast 6. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, send all of your rear guards with Mythgard in its name. So pretty much you get to go in for an extra 2 attacks. So rear, attack Vanguard, rear. Because all your rear guards should be Mythgard. And its bottom ability is an act on Vanguard. Counterblast 3, search your deck for up to 6 cards with different names, card names with Mythgard in its card name, and put them into your soul shuffle your deck. So primarily, I want to go first. Usually within this format, you want to go second because you want to strike first. But for me, I want to go first, and I will take all the damage that I can. Usually, I'll take 3 damage and guard the rest, so I can go first, activate its bottom ability, and take 6 cards out of my deck. Now, what most people don't realize is that's deck thinning, and there are no triggers with Mythgard in its name. So it is primarily 2 grade 1s, 2 grade 2s, and 2 grade 3s. So I am literally down 6 cards out of my deck, which means more chances to get all the triggers. Hoping that I opened up my hand with barely any triggers to begin with, which means more chances to hit the triggers. So this card's actually pretty good. And then next is Mythgard La Superba. And it's Vanguard or Rearguard grade 3, 10k. Both of these are 10k, which is but you make use of what you have. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if I have a Genesis Vanguard, it gets 2k, so it becomes a 12k attacker. Nothing really to write home about. There are 2 other Mythgard grade 3s, but Prakyan pretty much is the boss unit for Genesis. And you guys hear the clicking because I'm coming up to see what the other ones are. There's Mythgard Antares, which I'll put on the side here, and Mythgard Foamheart. They're okay, but they didn't really work with the deck, to be honest. Grade 2 units. We've got 4 of these, 4 of these, and 3 of those. So, from the jump, we'll start with this one. Mythgard Orion. He's an 8k grade 2. During your turn, if you have a Mythgard if you have a Mythgard Sirius in your soul, this gets plus 3k. Mythgard Sirius is actually the grade 1, which is a 6k, which I'll get into. So this is pretty cool. So as long as it's in the soul during your turn, this becomes an 11k attacker. And then this guy, Mythgard Denibola. When your Mythgard Denibola is put into the drop zone from your soul, and if you have a Genesis Vanguard, this unit gets plus 3k until the end of turn. So when you Soul Blast, for any of your effects, this card, if you Soul Blast a Denibola, it'll get plus 3k. If you Soul Blast many Denibolas, you get many copies of the 3k. And then lastly over here, Unappeasable Biter Glepnir. You guys know this one. You've seen it in the Wiseman decks. Kind of Generation Break 1. Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks and it is boosted. Pay the cost if you do. You Soul Charge 3. Then if a card is put into your drop zone from your soul that turn, draw a card. Yeah, this card is primarily used to help continue to fill the soul. I really don't like random soul charging, but you do what you have to do to get the abilities. And it's interesting because if I go first and I have Prakyon, there really isn't much soul charging I need to do in the deck because really there's not many ones that I'm going to be using for the Soul Blast. I guess I don't really play this enough to formulate an actual plan, but from what I have played, I haven't really soul charged much to be using Glepnir. Usually I'm dead or I kill the other opponent by the second or first ride. Grade 1 unit, straightforward. 4 Perfect Guards. 3 Stride Enablers, because sometimes you need to get there. And then here is the Mythgard Sirius at 3. So when Mythgard Orion is put, as long as Orion is inside my soul, this gets plus 3k, making a 9k booster. And then I've got 4 copies of Mythgard Akanar. And he's just like Denibola. If during the turn, if Akanar is put into the drop zone from the soul, he gets plus 3k. So same thing. Trigger units. Trigger units is a very standard set. 448. I'm not running the special critical trigger because I'm not really running Fenrir. I'm not running the other critical trigger that goes into the soul and gives 3k because it's unneeded. And so pretty much Cyber Tiger and Bumping Buffalo, I just like the names. And the heal trigger was the heal trigger is the only heal trigger that I actually own. I know it's sad. So now we'll go to the G Zone. So I'm running 2 and 2. I got 4 G Guardians, Sky Dome Battle Maiden, Hana Satsuke. Got her at 2. She's pretty cool. And then Goddess of the 7 Colors Iris. She's pretty swag as well. So I'm running these as well. We haven't really got any real Genesis support as of late. We have one coming up soon, but there's no Mythguards in there, so cry. Alright, next. 3 Doombrace. Excellent cards. This will help keep my soul going and also power up my Mythguards because they're already going to be powered up because I'm either going to be Soul Blasting. I'm going to be Soul Blasting and Soul Charging. So I'll have the Mythguards in the soul and coming out of the soul. So they're already going to be powered up. And then Doombrace himself is going to give an extra power. Tier. If I end up going a bit ham on the Soul Blasting, he'll great to refree the soul. Not a first ride, actually. It's going to be Doombrace. And then I got Dione, Goddess of the Firmament Dione. Used to just help get some particular key cards in my soul. So maybe pretty much anyone, just get a key card in my soul. For mythical destroyer beast Renegander. You guys have known him. He was one of the boss stride units. And lastly, one Fenrir SGR because he's cool. So guys, it's short deck profile. It's not the stride zone is in sleeves because they're all expensive cards. The deck really is not because I haven't really been playing it. I saw it and I had strides and I was like, let me put this together for you guys, and that's pretty much what I did. So guys, if you want to see this in an actual match, let me know. Put it in the comment section below, or show the profile some likes. Have a great day, guys.